going on, guys? It's your boy FaZe No Scope here, back in with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day, because I know I am. And if you are, make sure to press that like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. Peely, yeah, Peely, that's right, will have your banana and he'll eat it in front of your face. Anyways, enough jokes. Today I will be talking about the band teacher thing that I was talking about last time. So basically, the day we were going to the hallway, she wanted us to impress her. So we were like, excuse me, we're not going to impress you, but we'll try to get back in the room. So basically, we try to get back in the room, and we start playing. And she gives us this easy beat, and she says, nope, that's not good enough. And so we were like, oh, okay. And we started smiling. She says, you're smiling? Do you want to go back to the PRC? I figured out the name, by the way. It was the detention thing that you had to call your parents. But, yeah, she was trying to basically threaten us, but we didn't really get fazed by it. So when we go back in, she lets us in for a couple days. Well, she lets Will back in for a couple days. Not me, not Kyle or Carl, not Kelly. So we're just sitting there the whole day, right? And then after we kind of went in, I asked her, hey, my parents getting mad because you're not letting me back into your classroom, and we signed up for this so I could have fun learning music. And she says, well, you can tell your parent that I'm not letting you in because you're not good enough. If you guys don't know, if you're a musician and your teacher, your mentor, but if she's a Karen, it doesn't matter. Well, whoever it is, if your mentor, the person that's teaching you, says you're not good enough, it hurts. Alright, from a perspective of me, it hurts. And this was at the jazz band, and I was playing a beat, and she said, I'm not good enough. So I thought she was joking, and I said, no, you're joking, right? And she says, no, you're not good enough. And so I leave bawling. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I cry really easily. I was crying so badly because I got called bad. And jazz band was my favorite. Band was not really my favorite. I liked jazz. Jazz is really just playing drums. And so basically I get home, I say, oh my gosh, and I was still like that. Because it was at the end of the day, and my parents picked me up, and I was doing that, and she says, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I say, well, I wasn't accepted, and my teacher said I wasn't good enough. And she said, are you getting kicked out? And then I say, well, no, I'm not getting kicked out. She just said I wasn't good enough, and I'm not going to be doing anything in the concert this year. And so she was like, all right, I'm emailing her. She emails her and says, dear Miss, I'm not going to say her name, dear Miss Smith, it's not her real name, dear Miss Smith, we will be talking after school each year, or each day, about what you have said to my kid. And she says, well, he was just uneligible to do stuff. And I was like, I ain't uneligible to do anything. I have played the best beats in her classroom. And she says, no, you're just uneligible to do everything. You're not good. Get out of my classroom. So I, in the nicest way, say, okay, and I smile and I leave. So basically what I've learned over the years, I've had these teachers before. I have many other stories, not just this teacher. So basically what I've learned is you gotta kill them with kindness. Make them feel like you don't care. Well, not don't care, but like act like you're happy. Because then if they think you're happy, they're not gonna do it to you anymore. Especially if you have a Karen teacher like that. But basically, we go to the hallway the next day, and she says, well, and I go, well, what? She goes, well, you're supposed to be in the band room like that, and she stutters like that. She goes, you're supposed to be in the band room, and I'm like, oh, well, okay. And so I didn't say it like that, but I said it in my head. But so I go in, and she says, alright, only thing you're playing is tambourine. Again, I'm a musician. tambourine isn't good. Anyways, so basically I played the tambourine in the concert that we had. That was my only part. And I didn't get to play anything else but the tambourine, and my friends were cheering for me, and right when I got out, this is kind of sentimental, but I started crying. And this other person, I'm not going to say her name, this other grandma of her kid was there, and she said, "Oh, it's okay, honey." I don't know why she called me honey, but I was like, "Oh, well, it's not cool that she did that to me." And she said, "Alright, let me tell you this." And she says, "Let me tell you this, kid. One day you're going to be on that big stage, and who's going to be laughing then?" And then she just leaves. So that kind of gave me a boost of energy, but I was still mad. And then my girlfriend comes up to me and says, "It's okay, Sam. It's okay." And I was like, "No, it's not. She didn't give either of us any parts." And my girlfriend, she doesn't really care if she didn't get any parts, because sadly her parents didn't go. She just got dropped off, which I kind of feel bad for. But after that, basically I get back in the band room. She says, "Good job, everybody, good job," like a Karen she is. And I raise my hand and say, hold on, can I tell you something real quick, Karen?" And she says, "What?" And I say, "Well, you didn't give me any parts, and I want to know why." And she says, like, I pranked her or something, even though I didn't. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it was probably the friend Carl. And so he's that one person. And so she says, "Yeah, you pranked me." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And I left. And so she says, "Go to the dean's office." And my math teacher, alright, I'm gonna shout out her. Alright, I'm gonna call her Miss. Let's call her Miss Midas. Shout out to you, Miss Midas. You're the best. She bailed me out. And I was so happy she bailed me out too. But basically she bails me out because she watched the footage and I didn't do anything. She even told me the day so we could watch the footage. I didn't do anything that day. And so basically after that, she left me alone for the rest of the time, and I never got back in the room since that happened. I never got back into the room, and I was starting to get a little mean to her, but that's basically the whole story. But yeah, and until next time, peace out. Okay, guess we doing just fine.